Okay, everybody, welcome back. Peace and love and unity and gratitude. This is chapter 417 of the Hunter x Hunter manga. I've had a long weekend, so I'm doing this at 2 in the afternoon, which is later than I usually do it. I don't have any notes to give. The action started in Hunter x Hunter. We finally reached one of the major, I don't want to say it's a climax, but we've reached like one of the three major milestones in the Succession War. um with pretty much with Benjamin. And yes, I do agree with the other Hunter x Hunter YouTubers when they say like after all this martial law stuff there's going to be a new status quo, like there's going to be like a whole new structure, I guess, to how things are laid out. Because what happens to the military when he's gone? What happens? Martial law will be lifted. That's fine. That's expected. But like, who does the military go to? What do all the private guards do? And Bobby Mina and all the people that were with Benjamin who are probably gonna die. um, like even Bobby Mina, for example, just one example. Um, I don't think he's gonna die in this martial law scenario, obviously, because he's gonna be just fine for now. But in this scenario, like after Benjamin's dead and Furykov is dead, what's Bobby Mina gonna even do? He can switch sides to Oito's side, um, and stuff like that. Let me put a posting up. But yeah, there's really no action. I mean, there's nothing but action, at least in this tape. I don't have any notes this time around. So, let's just go straight into the meat of things. Um, Give me 1 second. I've been really trying to get better at at least posting it on my Instagram when I'm actually going live, because I was doing that the first few times. Hold on. Okay, live on YouTube. All right, beautiful. And I know a way to to do it much faster now. Oh yeah, and I found out it was Fukutaki who died. Fukutaki, Benjamin just fucking shotgunned the fuck out of her. Um, right next to Camilla. And I do like how it's her that died, because A, we need like a shocking death. Like a shocking, oh my gosh, martial law's here, such and such just died. Like I get that. That served two purposes, Fukutaki's death. One was the shock factor, two was Sarah Hell's character development now. I'm still on the theory that Sarah Hell is gonna turn into a good person, but and she Fukutaki's her grandma, so that's gonna spark some character development within her too. Um, just about things in general too. Uh, so I do. I was very confused about the Fukutaki situation, but now I know that was her, and she's 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 out like a light. And oh yeah, and I do like how the Benjamin versus Camilla confrontation, it ended in a draw, but both sides still took a hit in some way too. I forgot what YouTuber was talking about that confrontation for Hunter x Hunter, but yeah, I like how like Benjamin got cursed, Camilla got infected, and like both of them took a hit. Um, but it still kind of ended in a draw, which I've never really seen before happen in a story. Um, Off the top of my head, at least. There probably is a bunch. And then, yeah, we know Soranik's alive. Danjin being taken into custody is a very peculiar one that I was not going to see coming. And it tells me that Masuana's curse on Benjamin didn't take effect right away. Like the Force to Zetsu part, at least, didn't take effect right away, because Benjamin can still use Nen. But and Benjamin can still use Nen up until chapter 410, because people are seeing his Nen beasts. Because once he's in Zetsu, forced to Zetsu, then no one can see the Nen beasts, because we've seen that. Literally, that's been a rule in the story. Like, that's the reason why Theta tried to shoot Tsurayunik because he waited for him to be in Zetsu so that the beast wouldn't be there. So I get that. So the fourth Zetsu will probably come later. Um, and then that means Benjamin's gonna have to rely. He can't even rely on his own abilities in that case. So maybe Maswana's curse, like yeah, it didn't really do any effect because Benjamin is already on a timer. Like Camilla's not Camilla. Maswana's curse gave him a 12-hour death timer, but he was already cursed. He was already infected 2 hours ago. That had a 12-hour timer, so he has 10 hours. You know what I mean? So like the time limit didn't change, but it is probably gonna foil his plans in terms of like ascending to godhood and all that crazy shenanigans, with his Nen Beast. So yeah, I mean it's true though. If his Nen Beast isn't there and he's in Zetsu and he's probably gonna die in Zetsu, um, oh, I don't think that's gonna make the Spirit Beast disappear per se, but yeah, the whole Force Zetsu curse thing, afterlife companion, backstory lore is going to come into play though, and we're going to see just how much of a godhood thing that plan is going to be now that the curse has been activated, because Benjamin had all that godhood spiel, that all that, that grand speech of his about him transcending to godhood before the curse happened, but now the curse happened, so we're going to see just how far that goes. Okay, that's a good little talk, a little talky talk. Let me actually pull this thing up and then we'll get reaction started. Yay! Okay. And you can see my cursor, chapter 417. I have not seen a Oh, right away, yes! He dumping bullet. Oh, that's a shotgun. That I just remembered. Holy shit. I was just thinking about that too last chapter. What if Salkov here just flinched? Even if it was by accident. What if like Salkov's told like being told not to move, let's just say, like that's already a given, but what if he flinched because of a shotgun went off right next to him and he flinched? Like would Benjamin just kill him because of that? Be like, damn, like a shotgun just went off next to my face. Come on. I always thought about that in the like dang, would I don't know. I'm just saying that loud. Contingent. Okay, Hunter x Hunter chapter 417 contingency. All right. Salkov. No, I was like, Salkov, don't move a muscle. Do not move a muscle. Okay. Don't move a muscle. Yeah, Benjamin's furious. Man got blown back. And Salkov's just standing there. Oh my gosh, what are those eyes? Your words are a pox. What's a pox? Upon society, you are hereby sentenced to death. Okay, Benjamin walks closer. Oh, that's gross. Ew. He's coughing blood backwards. I don't like those eyes. I don't like the way those eyes are looking. And Salkov's terrified. I would be terrified. I see his boots. I looked ahead too much. I looked ahead way too far. Salkov's like, this is a ruse. Since when? For how long? So Salkov knows this is fake. But like, holy shit. Sear this into your brain on your way to hell. I am the one who co-signed. I'm the one who consigned you to oblivion. The bottom of my boot is the last thing you will see. Just crushes him right next to his fucking face. Oh my god, poor Salkov, dude. Poor Salkov. And he has to see this. These are like two of the big boys in the whole empire. And he just has to sit right next to him. And his face is squished in. And he just a big sigh of relief. Oh my gosh, look at that. What the hell? Okay, I like how Benjamin gets this like sigh of relief with Tsurayunik, thinking that he's dead, but not with Camilla. They kind of had like a teeny bittersweet moment talking about how both of them are gonna die soon. So they had like a teeny bit of a bittersweet moment. That's like the nicest that they'll be to one another. Last chapter at least. But this sigh of relief is a little something, like a new side. All right, I thought you'd have a counter ability. You think you say that after you splat his face in Zetsu? Anyways, look, looks like we're still prac. Looks like you were still practicing, having just learned it. Give, let me give you a piece of advice. Zetsu is very dangerous. It quells your guardian spirit beast as well. Do you even hear me? Salkov says, is First Prince Benjamin real? Or is he an illusion too? And if this isn't real, what about them? Who's them? Oh, all them. Is everyone here seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Oh my god. I would be paranoid as all hell Salkov too. I kinda I would be just as understanding. Be like, yeah, because being told what you're about to see is an illusion, be like, well, is he an illusion? Or are these people illusions? I would feel the same way. Even for an experienced Nen user like Salkov, like, someone like Sarainik terrifies the shit out of him, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, he's like, is everyone here seeing what I'm seeing? Like how far does this go? Benjamin speaking to him, if you have the opportunity to provide a testimony about this, say truthfully what you saw. He said the same thing as Sarainik. Oh, that's what Sarainik. Okay, so Sarainik told Salkov low key what Benjamin was about to say without saying it. Fourth Prince Sarainik was human scum. I was planning to kill him regardless of the succession battle. So this is basically vigilantism. That piece of trash is absolutely not a fallen hero of the great Kakin succession battle. Because, yeah, he's using Salkov as a witness. I executed Sarainik at my sole discretion. His numerous crimes will be laid bare at trial. I have pardons and commuted sentences ready for anyone willing to testify against him. Think it over. Salkov thinks, is it just a coincidence? Could this actually be real? Sarainik really died? Was he really attacked by Benjamin? Is there a way to know for sure? No, there's not. Oh, Theta's back. We get Theta. We got Theta name drops quite a bit, but we haven't seen her. But we haven't caught up with her either. This here is where we last left off there. Theta's injury. Only people who use Nen can see it. If that's gone, wait, what? What about Theta's injury? That's with the Nen Beast. Theta's injury. Only people who use Nen can see it. If that's gone. Oh, he's talking about if the Nen Beast is gone. Salkov and Danjin will be handed over to Central Justice Bureau and held there. Okay, so they're safe, right? So they're safe for the time being? Salkov and Danjin. Oh my god, hold on. I'm writing this down. So Salkov on my little timeline piece of paper I always keep by my side. So they're in the Justice Bureau in Tier 2, held there. Our military will also move there and use the 7th floor and its courtrooms as our joint force command center. Complete the preparations for taking over before I get there. Okay. Okay, that lines up with chapter 410. I just had to think that through for a second. This is where the real battle begins, Benjamin thinks. Fellow princes. Oh, he's in the last vial. Yeah, because the first one was for Halkenberg. Balsamoko took that for Halkenberg. The second one, Benjamin just used on Camilla, and so he has a third one he's loading up. Okay, who for though? He's planning it for someone. Who though? It might be Furykov just to guarantee that Furykov dies before Benjamin dies, so that Benjamin Baton inherits Furykov's ability. Or it's probably for a prince, obviously, because he's just said fellow princes just now. But maybe that's just a red herring. Togashi does red herrings. Okay, fellow princes, sacrifice yourselves for the continued prosperity of the great Kakin Empire. So where is he going next? Is he going to Zhangli? I feel like he's going to Zhangli. Is he going down the line? How many princes? Two. The fifth and sixth princes are in room 1001 they're talking about. Okay. So few. Where are the others? The third and seventh princes escaped before the proclamation. A hunter assaulted Kanjidal and assisted in the seventh prince's escape. Assisted in? That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. We can use that as leverage. Nah, fuck. I hate Kanjidal. The fact that he was like, now all the Hunter Association and all the Char R family and everyone's getting purged because I got hit in the face. Like, fucking crybaby. After taking over the Justice Bureau, open a second tribunal and slap the Hunter Association with an extradition order. Really? All right. I'm gonna pull a Ted Lasso right here and say I'm concerned with the definition of extradition. Just like in season one, Ted Lasso said, I'm more concerned with the definition of relegation." Definition of extradition is the formal legal process where one government surrenders a suspected or convicted criminal to another jurisdiction so that the person can face trial or punishment there. Okay, I see. After taking over the Justice Bureau, open a special tribunal and slap the Hunter Association with an extradition order. Demand they search and capture the third and seventh princes in exchange. Ooh. That's a dilemma. Ordering via extradition the Hunter Association to find Zhang Li losers for them. Yeah, that is a dilemma, especially for Basho. I hope Basho better not die here. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, who is this bearded guy? This bearded guy. He's the one talking. We don't know his name. It seems the third prince might have manipulated Kovan Toba with his guardian spirit beast's ability. So this guy knows Nen. Okay, this bearded guy is sus. And they misspelled Kovan Toba. That's what we all suggested about Zhang Li. About what happened with Zhang Li. Kovan Toba got manipulated and warned him. Kovan Toba himself admits to aiding and abetting and desires to be held and monitored. Oh, damn. So Kovan Toba is going to be like, punish me if you must, kind of thing. Let me just make sure I'm still recording. Okay, yeah, y'all can hear me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, Benjamin says, no need to hold him. If he was aware of it, it was semi-coercive. He was manipulated to aid Zhang Li under certain circumstances. I will hear them out. So they're in 1003 right now. As for room 1009, Captain Balsamilko was found unconscious sitting in a chair. So Haukenberg is alive. So Haukenberg did swap with somebody. It might be this bearded guy, because how does this bearded guy know Nen? Maybe Wario from chapter... Fuck, I forgot what chapter. But from the chapter 40 something. Like 404 or 5 or 3. Maybe that's Wario. Maybe disguised as Wario. I don't know. I don't know why Wario would be here. But anyways. As for so if Balsamilko was unconscious, then yeah, Halkenberg is somebody else right now. It could be this bearded guy. He was excuse me. He was unharmed, and once he awoke and was asked the questions you had prepared, he proved to be himself without a doubt. All right. All right. So Benjamin thinks, what's going on? Wasn't it an ability to switch bodies? It was obvious from Vic's actions. True. Halkenberg switched bodies somehow and activated his ability using Balsa's body. The captain also volunteered to be held, and he and Koventoba are confined to the mess hall. What shall we do? Hold on. So Koventoba and Balsamilko. Voluntarily. Yeah, volunteer to be held. I don't know what the mess hall means. Is that the... I don't know what the mess hall means. Is that a place? I'm confused. Oh well. What shall we do? I will deal with these two princes. I will deal with these two princes first. Oh, to Beppa and Tyson. Okay. I want to talk to them alone. Everyone, including those in the mess hall, go outside and stand by. Yes, sir. Koventoba and Balsamilko. Oh, they're back. My boy Balsamilko has his butt. I do like Balsamilko as a character. I like him as a character. I really hope he doesn't die, even though I know he's on I know he's an enemy. He's in opposition. So yeah, they're both ashamed of themselves. Blah blah blah. This bearded guy. This dude has to be Halkenberg, right? Just in disguise as some Benjamin guard. Oh, everyone's to Beppa and Tyson. And where's Izunavi? Oh, Longhee. Longhee's there. Izunavi, Longhee, Giuliano's there somewhere. Yeah, that's Longhee down here with the ponytail. And to Beppa and Tyson. So Balsam. Oh, and 1001. The mess hall is 1001. Okay. And 1001 after Koventoba. Look at all these moving pieces. This is like our Hunter x Hunter nerds' dream right now. All these people in one room. Even though this one meaningless picture more so is like, but it's this meaningless picture has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters in here in this one shot. Like 6 characters that no one would expect to be interacting. You know what I mean? This is like every nerd's dream. Okay, so Koventoba got manipulated is what I'm writing down by Coin, and Balsamoko got his body back. In the room with Tubeppa, Tyson, Longhee, Mayor. Mayor's in this room. Okay, yeah, Mayor is in this room. And Izunavi and Giuliano and Orao. Even though Orao's not in this picture, but I know Orao escorted them here. And Tyson. Hello, my dear brother. How do you do? La 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 la. Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting. Holy fuck. 3 princes in one room. This is actually unheard of in the Succession War. Sorry to keep you waiting. Thank you for cooperation. I will explain in brief about how we got here. I regret that there was a traitor in the army who stole part of a biological weapon. Oh dear, how scary. Who was it? Tubeb's like, cut the shit. Who was it? They're just sitting around the table. What the fuck, dude? I need a new piece of paper. I ran out of space. Oh well, I'm just use my sticky notes for now. Okay, so the first, 5th, and 6th princes, we know who did it. Okay, it was one of my personal guards who we believe to be connected to Camilla, though our investigation is still ongoing. Okay, mixing truth and lies. He does know who it is, but he's not concerned. He's not affiliated with Camilla. It's Furikov. The weapon component isn't usable by itself, but we will do all we can to get it back. Thus, the martial law. Benjamin's like itching to kill them. Why did you even bring it on board? Look at you, Benjamin. Look at this. Holy shit! To deal with the dangerous creatures on the new continent. That cap. Well, as long as there's no danger of it being used. It just got used 3 times. Benjamin's gonna use it right now on the 2 of you, by the way. Mayor's back there too. Benjamin literally loaded up TSK-17 in his boot right now, and they're sitting down. They're in a sitting down position. He's gonna use it on both of them, and he's probably gonna sacrifice everybody in this room to make sure that those 2 die. And Longhee's there too. So if Longhee ends up dying, then her curse is gonna be activated. Anyways, let's keep going. I didn't finish Tyson. As long as there's no danger of it being used, we can go back to killing each other, right? Okay, Tyson. Hot crowd. There has been an update on that. The hunter called Karapika has a theory that if multiple princes are still alive by the deadline, Kakin would lose the protection of its guardian spirit and the current regime will collapse. However, we can all survive. I brought you here because I thought it would be worth a debate among us all. That's cap. But I'm afraid some refuse to entertain the idea and just sprayed them. Brother. Tubeppa is gonna live. Let's just say they're both infected. Tubeppa's gonna live. The Nen Beast will create a cure so long as Karapika's around. Um, and then Tyson's Nen Beast is still a mystery actually. So who knows even? Maybe it's gonna get activated at the end of this chapter because of this being used, and just use the damn thing right there, right then and there. How about that? Oh, we got dialogue. Yes. All right. Benjamin says confinement within the VVIP living quarters will continue until martial law is lifted, which is where they are right now. I have to guess. I thought they were in 1001. Anyways, whatever. It's only a matter of time before we reacquire the weapon. As a formality, we will conduct a safety inspection of each of your quarters. Tyson's la la la. Chubeppa thinks, are they setting traps under the cover of these inspections? Did he need to go so far as to declare martial law just for that? Was there another? There must be another intent. How much of this was true? And says out loud, we can be present for those inspections, of course. Tyson says, I think you're the worthiest to be king, even without the succession battle. Well, ain't that swell, Tyson? Well, Tyson's finna die. I'm so rude. All right, I'll be quiet. Tubeppa keeps thinking survival of the monarchy and prosperity. The succession battle has meaning, but even if that theory, even if the theory that the monarchy would collapse if the process doesn't complete is true, and there's a will to overturn the whole thing, the one closest to the throne is still you, and the monarchy would only shift into a military regime. Oh, would it? She knows more than we do, honestly. I mean, just for the time being, it would become a military regime, as Karapika said. But Karapika also said in chapter 411 that the downfall of the Kakin Empire would be inevitable because the Nen conditions weren't fulfilled to run a whole country. Only once you and Camilla are gone will this proposal be persuasive. Oh, okay. So Tubeppa's on board with killing Camilla and Benjamin. So Tubeppa's on board because Tubeppa wants to see. Okay. So it sounds like Chubeppa wants to drag things out, which is great, but she knows that Camilla and Benjamin have to die, which is only she Chubeppa's got to sit around and do nothing for a day, and then they'll be gone. Oh, I don't like that look. Quit looking at anybody like that. Damn. All right, where's he going? Is he at the Justice Bureau? Area A all clear. Area B secured. Oh, this is. Oh yeah, yeah. All areas of Tier 3 secured. Prince Benjamin arriving. Prince Benjamin on deck at the Justice Bureau. Oh, Bausa and Koventoba are here, though. Were they here? Were they here in 410? I doubt it. Maybe they weren't being showed on purpose, but Butch should be here. Furykov's right here. Butch, Furykov. Is that Chiamasi? Is that Babi Mina back here? Oh, wait, this guy also looks like Babi Mina. And so does this guy. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna stop talking. That's definitely Butch. Oh, wait, that's definitely Butch. Furykov, Balsamoko, Koventoba, Yushohi. Oh, that's Yushohi. That's Chiamasi. Okay. Your Highness, what? I still don't think we should be with you. The attacks that remain inside us are still unknowns. What about troop morale? If anything happened to you, how trivial. Focus on analyzing enemy abilities if you have time to fret over trifling risks. He's like, focus on being useful. You risked your lives to take on these enemy attacks. It's what any soldier would have done. The same goes for me. Gyo. Oh, both using Gyo. Holy fuck. That looks badass. A curse by Camilla's Personal guard, the secret art of the have-nots I hear. I am also infected with TSK and have half a day left to live. And there's a possibility even more powerful that and there's a possibility an even more powerful curse than the have-nots, one beyond placed on Furykov, could be turned on me too. Isn't this exciting? he, okay, he's adrenaline high right now at this point. He's like, yes, keep bringing it on. Keep dogpiling me with Nen curses. I do like how Togashi's really like dogpiling these attacks on Benjamin to really make sure that he dies at some point. You know what I'm saying? Um, wow, like this is like a final crusade, if you will, like a final stand for Benjamin too. I do like Benjamin as a character. Isn't this exciting? He's like, yes, sir, sure, whatever you say. What do we do with the enemy? Destroy them. And death? Our friend. Oh, they don't care if they die too. They're like, well, if Benjamin's gonna die, then we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want. Who are we? Kakken Royal Army Squad 1. Okay, so that is Chiamasi here. So you show he's around. Or maybe you show he's dead. Wait, you show he's not here. I just realized you show he's probably gonna die. So is all the Benjamin teams being like, fuck it, we ball, fuck it, we ride at dawn? But if Benjamin's gonna die, then I guess we are too, you know what I'm saying? Balsamoko says, excuse me, I'll look into who the ninth prince could be currently switched with. The feather on their right hand is a giveaway. So discovery will only be a matter of time. I leave it up to you then. Find him. So we got Balsamoko's back, baby. Alright, and with Koventoba, Koventoba says the coin is powerful enough that holding it for 10 days makes you spontaneously confess your secrets. Well, from his perspective. The number is currently still 10, but I fear there will be further effects at the next magnitude. Ooh, every 10 days. Keep it. But yeah, you keep it. That's your problem. There won't be any more changes. There aren't many places Zhang could go. Heard from the top. Onyor's room, dude. Onyor's room. Oh my gosh, we're going everywhere this chapter. I love this. Heard them from the top and crushed them below. Is Onyor being taken into custody? Sheesh, I was eating. Where's he being taken then? Where is there to go? Broccoli. I also see Broccoli here with his hands up. If third Prince Zhangli escaped below tier 1, I can leave it to squad 3 recon team. Detain the GU and Char our bosses on suspicion of treason and conspiracy to overthrow the government. Escort them to the Justice Bureau. Ooh. I'm writing that down. So it's going down in the Justice Bureau. Danjin, Salkov, Onyor, Broccoli, Fugetsu's there right now in tier 2. Kaiser, Botabai, Mizai. Benjamin right now has a 410. So 2 princes are down there that we know of. Damn, it's going down in tier 2. Hold on, I'm just writing down this list. So Salkov, Danjin, Onyor, Broccoli. Was I missing anyone? Tubepa and Tyson went back to the rooms, right? They already got sprayed and shit, and they got searched. Okay. Wow, crazy. Considering Zhang Li's path, it's clear Onyor assisted in his escape. That's a felony. Tell them their only valid bargaining chip is the prince's whereabouts. That's pretty threatening. Chiamasi over here says Zhang Li went right to tier 2 right before the declaration via crossbridge from inside the GU's boss's residence. Currently confirming the route and following his trail. Follow-up report in 15 minutes. Oh, we're caught up. This is exactly what was said in chapter 410. Good. Tell squad 3 and 7 recon teams and the scouts to focus on capturing Zhangli and 7th Prince. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is chapter 410 right now. We're caught up. If multiple princes survive past the deadline, we'd be in the darkest timeline in his perspective. Yes. Does that mean it's equally bad if all of us are dead? Oh yeah, what would happen if all of them are dead? I guess that would also mean the succession war didn't get completed, to its full completion, because The energy convergence, because Karapka said there's 4 phases of this ritual. They're only in phase 2 right now. So if all of them end up being dead before phase 3, then yeah, all the conditions again didn't get fulfilled. So there has to be someone alive. That's the scenario that leads to a legislated national emergency separate from the succession battle. Emergency Law Article 1, sustaining the monarchy in the crisis. This is also what was said in Chapter 410. If the monarch, as well as all successors eligible for the throne, are dead or face inevitable death through unavoidable attacks such as a bomb, an epidemic, riot, or natural disaster. Oh, Musei's ability again. Camilla has been infected with TSK and will die in 13 to 19 hours. I'm writing that down. So this is what Camille's currently doing. Bell can come even during martial law. He's the Surgeon General. Call him now. Bring equipment and personnel from the Central Medical Office. Have the CDC or R&D, anybody, find out whether this is a bacteria or a virus. Okay, so Camilla's taking this seriously. That's good to hear from her because she usually just doesn't care. Struggle all you want. You pulled the trigger first. Circumstantial evidence will all point to your terrorist attack. That is a crazy, just a foot boot on the Sarainik's face. I eliminated Sarainik, so Benjamin's like, hell yeah, I can die happy knowing I at least eliminated Sarainik. But he didn't. I feel like I've flushed a massive problem out of my bowels. No, you didn't. He was a parasite eating Kakin from the inside. He fails as a human being, much less king. I finally have one less weight on my shoulders. I infected 5th Prince Tubeppa and 6th Prince Tyson with TSK. They will die shortly after Camilla. Hold on, I'm writing this down. This is some progress, Togashi. Let's go. I don't have a grudge against either of them. I can even respect them, but they're not king material. I won't waste your deaths. I will protect and guide the next king and the next king and the next one and the one after that as a leader of an ideal nation. Rest in peace. He's already piecing out. 11th Prince Fugetsu. Oh my gosh, Fugetsu. My girl. Her haggard appearance. Wow. Craziness. Following 10th Prince Kacha's death cannot be faked. She was swarming with evil spirits and ghosts attached to those. Oh, so he's like keeping a mental list in his head, like, yeah, they're gonna die, they're gonna die, they're gonna die. Like, who's left? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's my next priority? Because Zhangli and Loserus are also nowhere to be found. Like, that's his priority right now. So he's going down the list. I like this. She was swarming with evil spirits and ghosts attracted to those who despair. Fugetsu is already good as dead. She has suffered enough. I can at least let her die a peaceful death. Oh, stop. Benjamin, stop caring. Stop making me care. At least I can let her die a peaceful death. Benjamin, he's a good big brother in a fucked up way. That's the least he can do at this point. It's out of his hands. It wasn't his doing either. The official story will be that she committed suicide by poison because she was afraid of the TSK infection. She may be born into an extraordinary May she be born into an extraordinary family in her next life. Aww. That's actually sad. Fugetsu. You can tell Benjamin's wanted a little sister. You know what I'm saying? Just this text alone. Benjamin's always wanted a little sister. Like the sister that Camilla wasn't. Camilla's just a brat, just a brat all across the board. I guess, but you can tell Benjamin took a liking to Fugetsu, just wanting to be like the little sister that Camilla never could be. That is so fucking sad. Damn. Damn. Stop making me care. This is probably the last page of the spread. Oh, we got Oito. 14th Prince Roble, or rather, 8th Queen Oito. Okay, typo. 8th Queen Oito. Even if it was a latch-dis effort, I'm not impressed by this baby swap. But I can understand how she felt to be surrounded by a family who would trade a baby's life for riches, and that her sister, a fellow mother of an infant, was the only one who supported her when she tried to defy that fate. It's a fact that it's 99% likely Wobble is ineligible. But who says I have to accept this fact as a reality? Don't tell me he's going to kill the baby anyways. It'll be a simple matter to have them officially be declared dead. In deference to their resolve and with their respect for their heart-wrenching decision to exchange their beloved children, if I can prove that Wobble is elsewhere, I will let their clan off with exile. But if the real Wobble is on board, whether she's eligible or not, I will accuse them of using a cheap trick to vie for the throne, lie, and have their entire clan wiped out for real. Whoa. So he's saying if the baby is on board, their whole clan will be wiped out. If the baby's not on board, just the baby. Right? Am I reading that right? Oh, this is not the last page. Emergency Powers Act. If the deaths of all heirs are unavoidable and only the current king survives, Nasubi, the current king will immediately name the next successors in order and prepare for a contingency. Wait, that's why it's called contingency. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, we gotta. Yes, I'm so glad we have a roundup of everybody's things. Before I die, I must eliminate the remaining princes or infect them with TSK. Halkenberg losers, Zhangli and Mariam. Yeah, Momoze's dead, Kacho's dead, Sally. So yeah, that is everyone. A complete annihilation. Once that future is inevitable, it triggers the act, and my father will declare my child next in line for the throne. He is gonna kill every single damn everybody. He is gonna kill everybody, and then make his. That's why he wants to kill everybody. Make his son, his illegitimate son, legitimate, and then make him be next in line for the throne, assuming none of the other princes have children. And then pretty much that son is guaranteed to be king. Damn. I'm writing all this down. Hold on, I'm taking notes. We taking notes here, okay? This is a class. I'm just kidding. Storytelling class. Yeah, so that illegitimate child becomes legitimate, and therefore the only successor worthy to be king. Because yeah, we all had that in the back of our mind, like, well, if Benjamin is gonna die and he knows it, who is he gonna leave alive, quote unquote? We know it's his child, obviously, but we didn't know he like, yeah, it's gonna be only his child and no one else. But we still don't know who this child is. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this child. We finally get it. We finally get it. Oh my god. 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 We finally got. Oh my god. Bohemian Rhapsody. I was gonna say, until we get this Guardian Spirit Beast ability actually explained in text boxes, Yeah. Well, now it's come to pass. Holy shit, after Benjamin's death, it fuses with his Nen and selects one of his blood relatives become their guardian spirit beast. Once a prince fuses with a Nen beast and loses their human body, like Prince Cacho, their right of succession is lost. Right? Yeah, once a prince fuses with a Nen beast and loses their human body, just like Cacho did, like Prince Cacho, their right of succession is lost. Agreed. Like, we agree on that. So then Benjamin inhabits this guy's body, this alien body, fuses with his Nen, and selects. So can Benjamin voluntarily select who he wants to become their spirit beast for? Let me keep reading. The criteria for selecting which blood relative to haunt, wow, that's a word, can be determined by Benjamin ahead of time or left to his guardian spirit beast discretion. Interesting. So Benjamin has to make that intention before his death, or else the guardian spirit beast will do it for him. Forever after, the same criteria will be used every time the host dies, and a new host must be chosen. There you have it. Forever after. Literally. Okay, I'm writing this down. So Benjamin must choose ahead of time before death who to possess um to be their guardian spirit beast. So this dude's what's it called? His spirit beast is meant to hmm, gypsy life, Bohemian Rhapsody. Sure, why not? Yeah, the criteria for which blood relative to Han can be determined by Benjamin ahead of time, or or the guardian spirit beast decides for him. Forever after, the same criteria will be used every time the host dies and a new host must be chosen. So this is how Benjamin over replaces the succession war, so to speak. According to Furikov, my guardian spirit beast's ability is one I can use to protect the Kakin Empire for all eternity. Oh, we get Kakin and beyond. Let's go. Who's that? Is that his mother? Who's his mother? I need a face. Damn it. If Beyond's curse is directed at me, not it's not from Furikov, I doubt it. The surest way to undo the curse is to bounce it back. If I must die first. Wait, really? Is to bounce it back. I must die first. If by chance Beyond's curse activates first, depending on its power and nature, there's a risk it may render my guardian spirit beast powerless. That might be Unma in the picture, now that I'm looking at it. Curse Curse Mother and her treacherous plot. Okay. She knew Furikov couldn't eliminate the worst case scenario that Beyond's curse could be directed at me and used that to manipulate him. She gave him the TSK, knowing that my desire for national prosperity and selfless service to the public would lead me to declare special martial law. Through Furikov, she encouraged a murder suicide of the other princes. She wants any one of her children to become king. Her children to become king. Yeah, Benjamin, Halkenberg, or Saradnik. But clearly, as we've seen, Unma chose Halkenberg over him. When she learned of Beyond's ambitions, she shifted her focus to the brother who can be more easily manipulated. Damn, that sucks. How dare she abuse Furikov's loyalty and mock me? I understand that. Yeah, if I was Benjamin, I'd be pissed too. Like, damn, you just used Furikov's loyalty against me. Like, that's fucked up. I'm sure that seeing my actions, she's assured of her victory. Unfortunately, I will ask her to choose her own life or that of my brother, the ultimate choice. Oh, he wants to kill his mom too. Damn, he wants to kill Uma too? Sheesh. Wow. So Benjamin's like, I'm not letting this slide. You abused Furykov's loyalty to me. You chose my brother over me. You clearly want nothing to do with me anymore. Um, well, since you know I'm the director of military and you know that I was going to reach this point of special martial law, then I guess you have no problem dying, is what Benjamin's saying. I could come up with any reasons for this. Let's read these little comments. I always like listening to these. Give credit to Benjamin's plan. It likely won't work because Saraynik won't die. Didn't die, but at least he doesn't care about his own life. And it's for the better of the Kakin Empire. Yeah, I enjoyed. That foot stomp was aura. I'm not gonna lie. That was savage as fuck. Tech slop. Yeah, yeah, I know. Benjamin's expression while morning looking straight like. Anyway, these are some vulgar comments. Yeah. A lot happened this chapter. Yushohi is definitely put off to the side though, because Chiyamasi's there, but Yushohi's not. So Yushohi, I don't know what happened to Yushohi. There's no gunfire or anything went off, did it? All right, contingency. Salkov's like, oh fuck, and the boot to the face. Oh wait, I just remembered. Saraynik told him to put his body in a coffin, but Saraynik didn't. Salkov is being taken away. He can't do that anymore. He's being taken away right now. So someone else has either got to do it, or Saraynik's body being left there because of martial law is going to be the crack in Saraynik's armor. AKA, it's going to be how people realize, or like how people work out what his ability is. Okay. Salkov and Danjin are handed over to Salkov and Furykov, two brothers who don't even know they're brothers. That's so sad. Fellow princes spraying TSK 17. A lot happened in this chapter. Let's go, Benjamin. Yeah, because Benjamin did plan on. Yeah, Benjamin did plan on spraying the whole room with people around that table. Oh boy. I feel like Halkenberg is this bearded guy talking so much about Nen. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, and Koventoba. Tubepa and Tyson, Mayor and Longhee. Tubepa plans on Camilla and Ben dying. This does kind of feed into the fact that Tubepa is kind of a plagiarizer. Like Tubepa just takes credit for other people's work, kind of thing. And so if Tubepa has the goal in her mind to kill Benjamin and Camilla in some way, however that ends up happening, I feel like Tubepa just wants to take credit for that too, and even when they die on their own. Prince Benjamin on deck. They're in tier 2. That's a crazy panel. That might be the thumbnail. Or the other one with Benjamin's angry face at the very, very end. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to use. Who are we? Kakin Royal Army Squad 1. It's crazy about Onyo and Broccoli, too. Their only valid bargaining chip is the prince's whereabouts. Yeah, if multiple princes survive past the deadline, that's the darkest timeline. Does that mean it's equally bad if all of us are dead? No. That's a scenario that leads to, yeah. And I love this lineup. Like, okay, Camilla's been infected. She'll die any day now. Less than a day. Struggle all you want. You pull the triggers first. Camilla's like, somebody research what happened to me. Nah. Nick, he's like, oh my gosh, huge weight lifted off my shoulders. Thank God. Cap. Tubep and Tyson. Infected, sadly. Sad that Benjamin kind of respects them in a weird way. This was sad as fuck, dude. Fugetsu, this was sad as fuck. These two sentences, actually insane. Like, ugh. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, we could have been like, it's one of those, we could have been a happy, normal family, but no, this is the shit we have to, no, this is the shit we're stuck in, you know what I mean? This part, she has suffered enough. I can at least let her die a peaceful death. The official story will be that she committed suicide by poison because she was afraid of the TSK-17 infection. May she be born into an ordinary family in her next life. That shit is so sad to me. Come on. Have a heart. Come on. That is sad. Benjamin likes Fugetsu. She's the sister that Camilla never was to Benjamin. They never got along, Benjamin and Camilla. Like, like Benjamin having a soft spot for this girl. Damn. Just damn. All around the board. Like, it's so sad. Yeah, I need to reread this part. Hold on about Wobble. Even if it was Latch's, I'm not really impressed by this baby swap. I can understand how she felt to be surrounded by a family who would trade a baby's life for riches. I can understand that. And that her sister was the only one who supported her when she tried to defy that fate. It's a fact that it's 99% likely Wobble is ineligible, aka not on the ship, but who says I have to accept this fact as a reality? It's a simple matter. It'll be a simple matter to have them officially be declared dead. In deference to their resolve and with respect of their heart-wrenching decision to exchange beloved children, if I can prove that Wobble is elsewhere, I will let their clan off with exile. But if the real Wobble is on board, whether she's eligible or not, I will accuse them of using a cheap trick for the throne and then have their entire clan wiped out for real. And by entire clan, he probably means Kurapika and Bill and Shimano and everyone in 1014. That's what he means by clan. It's probably Queen Oito's actual family as well too, like Oito's sister, the sister's son, like the family that's on the mainland too. But Kurapika's and Bill is technically part of their clan now. That's if Wobble's on board, then they're all dead. So it's very likely that Wobble's not on board then, which is crazy. This is just me thinking out loud too. I could be wrong. Yeah, if the deaths of all the heirs are unavoidable and only the current king survives, the current king will name the next successor in order to prepare for a contingency. Before I die, I must eliminate the remaining princes or infect them with TSK. You don't have any more TSK. How many more TSKs do you have? You have 3. One on Halkenberg, one on Camilla, one on Tubepa and Tyson. A complete annihilation. Yeah, that's what he wants. Once that future is inevitable, it triggers that act. The sustaining the monarchy act, whatever was told. And father will declare my child next in line for the throne. Assuming that none of the other princes have children. Camilla might, I don't fucking know. Zhang Li or Luzerus might, Halkenberg might. But then that would be another succession battle all over again. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this is like HxH's Nen Beast. Yeah, it fuses with the Nen, selects one of his barbell to become their guardian spirit beast. Once it fuses and loses their human body, like Prince Kacho, their right of succession is lost because they become a Nen beast. Yes, the criteria is up to Benjamin before he dies, or the guardian spirit beast decides for him, basically, and then that process repeats. Then Furikov and Beyond and Unma. Yeah, I want to read this just one last time. If Beyond's curse is directed at me, the surest way to undo the curse is to bounce it back, counter curse. But I must die first. If by chance Beyond's curse activates first. Wait, chapter 412 to 413, Benjamin was just talking about, I think Furikov needs to die before me in order for me to inherit his ability, and then I die, and then inherit my spirit beast. But here he's saying, I must die. Benjamin has to die. I have to die first. If by chance Beyond's curse activates first, depending on its power and nature, there's a risk it may render my guardian spirit beast useless. But Benjamin's not considering Maswana's curse. Unma knew that Furikov couldn't eliminate the worst case scenario, that Beyond's curse could be directed at me, and use that to manipulate him. She gave him TSK, knowing my desire for national prosperity and selfless service to the public would lead me to declare martial law. Though through Furikov she encouraged a murder-suicide of the other princes, she wants any one of her children to become king. When she learned of Beyond's ambitions, she shifted her focus to the brother who can be more easily manipulated, being Halkenberg. Is that why? Is that why Unma wants Halkenberg? Because he's easier to manipulate? Is that what he's saying? How dare she abuse Furikov's loyalty and mock me? I'm sure that seeing my actions, she's assured of her victory. Unfortunately, I will ask her to choose her life. Benjamin's like, yeah, Unma thinks she's gotten away with it, but, I can kill her right now. Like, I'll kill my mom if I have to. Her own life or that of my brother. The ultimate choice. Oh, baby. Gosh, this is a good chapter. Are we gonna get... I'm thinking of how chapter 420 is gonna end. I feel like it's gonna end with Krallo being up in tier 1. Krallo found a way to use Halkenberg's funeral to get up to tier 1. It might end with something Krallo related. It might end with something Saridnik related, like whatever Saridnik is actually seeing what he's up to. I'm talking about chapter 420, like this batch of chapters, how that's going to end. It's going to end any one of those ways. It's either going to be Krallo related or, Krallo related, Saridnik related, or Gon and Killua. We might just cut to them until chapter 420 for all we know, and do the whole Phantom Troop side story, side mission thing, like in the Chimera Ant arc. So it could be. I'm just theorizing and speaking out loud. But dang, what a crazy chapter! This was my favorite chapter. Just all the moving pieces. Just it really rewards all the moving pieces. Like this part was crazy too, but like knowing all these people by name now. We know all these people on a first name basis. Butch, Chiamasi Koventoba, Balsamilko. That's probably Yushohi, but probably not. Furikov, Benjamin, Butch, And like all of them in this room over here, like this one panel alone has one, two, three, four, five, six people in here. Well, seven now because Benjamin walked in. You know, like just all these named characters that you wouldn't expect to be in the same room together. You know what I mean? I feel like before the batch is over, I would say we are gonna cut to Bisky's situation with Miriam and Saquel, who's Benjamin's guard in that room. So that showdown's gonna have to happen. I hope we see it. Unless it just cuts to the whole Gon and Killua option that I had just mentioned, then yeah. Then that's messed up. But yeah. But yeah, there is a lot of moving parts. This was a good chapter though. I think chapter 412, 13, and 17, this one are my three favorites. But these were bombshell chapters. Like I was not expecting what we got here, you know what I'm saying? Like 411 was a bombshell chapter in my opinion, just for Karapika's thing, and then 412 about the whole baby thing that just like threw, it was just like what the fuck is the point now, you know what I mean? And then 413 was like shit just hit the fan right under our noses, we didn't even know it, so now shit is hitting the fan right now, like now action has to be taken because shit hit the fan behind the scenes just now, so now action has to be taken because of Furikov and Unma. um what was 414 again? I forgot, damn, let me just go back here. Was 414 Gone in Killua? Yes, it was. Okay, yeah. And Kanjidal being a fucking piece of shit. And Rice is missing. Um, yeah, we can't forget Rice. Rice is still missing. The Gone and Kill was the end of that chapter, and then Fury Kov's backstory, the mail system. Yeah, this was the setup chapter, even though like a lot of shit still had to go down. You know what I'm saying with the whole thing. 16 was action, all action. R.I.P. Maswana and Fugataki. I still like that. I still like these ones here too. These arts. Oh, excuse me. But 417 just felt like the conclusion to 14, 15, and 16. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad I didn't see a single spoiler of this chapter too. Thank goodness. Honestly, thank goodness. Well, that does it. That does it for me. I'm satisfied. I'm happy with this chapter and the reaction and the experience I had. So thank you guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this experience along with me. Thank you for watching. Um, yeah, please let me know what you think. I definitely want to start some conversations. I'm gonna at least watch all these other videos now too. But this is crazy. Like Sarainik and Camilla just got dealt with in one chapter. So that's crazy enough for me. And the fact that we're already caught up in chapter 410 just like that too. You know what I mean? Like we're caught up now. We're caught up now. So 418, 19, and 20 is going to be the new what's it called? The new thing. Like the new progression. Um but yeah, so Botabai definitely used Gyo when he was face to face with Benjamin and saw the cursed eyes. But what's gonna happen though? Steiner still has that little button that Kaiser's gonna press. That Kaiser told Steiner to press in case of an emergency. That's Kaiser's final stronghold. Um, that's gotta happen. Um, like I'm just talking about like when we get caught up to the present moment, 40 minutes into martial law. Like what's gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like what what more could there be do what more could be done? We already like Kurapika and Oito are pretty much fine. Like Kurapika might be taken into custody because Benjamin wants Kurapika in the army in his army to teach them Nen after he's dead. But what was I gonna say? That is still dangerous too at the end of the day because it leaves Bill and Shimanu left to just protect Oito and Wobble until he's let go. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it's going down in tier two. It's still going down in tier two. Salkov is down there right now. So he is down there by chapter 410 because Benjamin said, "Yeah, take them down to tier 2. I'll come back for them." You know what I mean? So they're already down there in chapter 410. Salkov Danjon's down there. Mizai, freaking what's the other one? Mizai, Botabai, Kaiser, Steiner. Oh yeah, and the loserous assassination plot by Melody and Kacho is still gonna happen. So there's some stuff happening still, like stuff to look forward to, I guess. So the loserous assassination plot, which is all the way jack the hell up, all it's wrong. It's just wrong. Like losers is not why Fugetsu is that way. It's Camilla. It's Mashush. Um, so we got the assassination plot. We got Steiner and Kaiser's button stronghold plot line. Um, we might just cut to Gon and Killua for a while. That's always an option. Um, and then we have Tubepa's Nenbeast to look forward to as well because I know Tubepa's going to be fine. Tubepa's going to be cured of the TSK 17. That's fine. Tyson's Nenbeast really isn't going to come to play now that we've seen what happened. Like I doubt it's going to come to play. You know what I mean? Probably not going to come to play until much, much, much later. Is there any more? 10:30. Oh, we have Bisky. We got room 1013 to deal with. So yeah, we got Kaiser and Steiner, the assassination plot, Bisky situation. Um, and that's really it. And Krallo just might appear out of nowhere and steal the treasures entirely. You know what I mean? And Finks and Phaeton are up in tier 1 too with Benolanov, and Hisoka. But if this is martial law and all of tier 1 is on lockdown, then Hisoka and Benolanov should just be like detained or hands up in the air, like don't move, don't do nothing. I don't know. Like, is martial law going to be a good excuse for Hisoka to find Benolanov and kill him, or a good excuse for Benolanov to stay still, not do anything, and wait for Krallo? Because Krallo being up in tier 1, I have a theory he's probably still in tier 1. He's probably in tier 1 right now. We just haven't seen him because of Halkenberg's funeral or because of martial law. But yeah, everyone's pretty much stuck where they are. We know we're gonna get Machi. We got spoiled with Machi on chapter 424 or something like that because that one little Twitter spoiler. So we know we're gonna cut over to Machi and the Mafia situation soon. Anyways, I'm singing out loud. Okay, guys. Well, I'm outie. Thank you for watching this stream. I appreciate you. Peace.